Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome everybody at this moment. Okay. This is a very important moment. I'm telling you, I wish to discuss with you in this channel of news, AZTV.tv, about Brics. About Brics. The nation that were born to tackle global south, global north. They say they are global south, and therefore their mission is to tackle global north. I don't know if you have heard about these nations. I don't know if you have heard about these nations. But if it is news to you, I will remind you. You may recall. For you who have got this information, you may recall come Russia. I can say Russia is the major country in terms of the military force in that block of Brics. Then you have the People's Republic of China. Then you have India. Actually, it's the major democracy of the world. Congratulations to Prime Minister Modi. Congratulations. With a country of 1.4 billion people, he can still make a democracy in the world. And I congratulate the Prime Minister. Then you have Brazil. Also, it's a major economy, Brazil. Then comes South Africa. After that creation of BRICS, and therefore there are many nations who came to join. You understand? There are many who came to join. But my discussion here is just to show you that their intention, it doesn't help them to exist. Okay, their purpose may be good, but their intentions are contrary to their purposes. You understand me? You may say what you want to see. To say, Dr. Azafe, when you say intention and purpose, because the purpose of them to create Brics, they said they want to tackle the global north. Global north is led by the United States of America. Therefore, they wanted to finish with NATO, because NATO, who lead NATO is the United States of America. Actually, NATO is the enemy of Russia. They said they want to tackle the global north. Now, not only that, they also said they want to denigrate the dollar. They want to finish the power of the dollar. They want to tackle the dollar. Therefore, they intended also to create their own money. The brick coins that will tackle the dollar. Dollar is the major commercial currency of the world, and there it's over 70 years that it was proved in San Francisco. After the Second World War, Europe was fragmented. They needed to revive the economy. In San Francisco, they came together and they said, we are going to use the US dollar, because the Second World War didn't touch the United States of America. Its economy was intact. And they prove it the dollar. The dollar, therefore, will take the leadership in terms of making the trades in the world. Now, come Brics is created. There is not 10 years. Now they want to fight dollar. How can you fight dollar? But no, just leaving that side of dollar. I want to tell you the truth. If in any movement, when it comes to politics, today I'm a rector of the UTA University of Theology and Technology. I'm doing lecturing in that university. We have this subject, political sociology, economical sociology, democracy, good governance, human rights, and so on. It's not possible for you to have a government, a successful government, but it's immoral government. You say you will have a successful government, but the government is corrupt. Okay, let me talk about China. China seems to be successful government, seem to have successful government from Peking, of Xi Jinping and others. because they are dictators. You can speak against the government in China, you will be killed today. There's no freedom of speech in China. Even preaching the gospel is prohibited to any Chinese. 1.3 billion people, they are denied the right to listen to the gospel of Jesus and other things. There should be freedom of speech, the freedom of movement, freedom of parties. People need to create parties, opposition parties, to vote and to be voted in. You don't have in China. Very powerful and beautiful country. So how can you lead the world where people cannot express themselves? Okay, when we come to Russia, it's fine. Russia is tackling Europe. And the major problem of Russia is that they can't have any candidate who is pro-West, because we'll destroy the value of Russia. That we know. That's why you have the Ukraine and Russia war. Putin is trying by all means to prevent that NATO doesn't come to the doorstep. Ukraine is a doorstep for Russia. Lithuania is a doorstep to Russia. Latvia is a doorstep to Russia. Georgia is a doorstep to Russia. Now, Putin cannot allow a situation, for example, where the country is eaten by the North. But also, Russia is not prepared to take the world into the right destination. Because when you fight to prevent the future of your country, like Russia, you ought to denigrate other parts of morality. All candidates that will seem to have power over Kremlin, and they were killing. They suffered a slow killing from Kremlin. Yeah, you can read the history of the elections in Russia. How many decades Putin is in power? But why Moscow is doing that? Because they want to prevent that NATO doesn't invade Russia. I do agree with them. But how can you lead the world where people don't express themselves? If you speak against the president, you must be arrested. There is no way. Brics failed from the start. I'm telling you, Brics is out from the start. When they started, they were already out. Take my advice, they can't make it. Brics cannot make it. You need a freedom of speech to have a good government. You need morality to have a governance. USA is a very clear country. Look, White House, how they govern the world. I will not say the America, but the world itself. The world itself. The democracy in the United States of America. The law in Senate. The law in the Congress. How they elect their leaders. They even fight for the rights of others in the world. Recently they fought for the people of Venezuela. People of Venezuela were condemned to disaster by Maduro. Today Venezuela is developing themselves. Major center of the concentration of petrol. In 10-15 years, Venezuela will be another country. They didn't take Venezuela. They fought for the people of Venezuela. That is the United States of America. Iran were producing nuclear bomb to finish the Jewish state. President Donald Trump went there, stop it. Even now the war is underway, stop that disaster. This is the best country in terms of governance. How can, for example, say you will have to let Brazil be a leader in the Brics? Yeah, but the problem is one. Brazilians, they suffer the public safety. There is no public safety in Brazil. They don't have public safety. The organization like PCC, Primeiro Comando Central, the organization like CV, the Comando Vermelho, they are organized crime in Brazil that they even give order to the government. There's parallel government everywhere in the States. There are places where the governor of Rio de Janeiro cannot speak because they will be shot. There is no public safety. You walk in São Paulo, you will die because of the tablet. You will die because of the tablet. There is no justice. Criminals are taken to prison and come back home and harass again. How can Brics make it? Brics cannot make it. Look, African National Congress, leading South Africa for 32 years. They found a country from the white people was the best of the best in terms of wealth. They took it and they squandered it. I'm telling you, they have looted South Africa. Today, South Africa is like a drum without water. It's nothing. There's nothing. They finished it. They put the value of the party in the place of the value of the country. They honor more comrades than honoring the people in the country who have got help, needs, who need help. How can in 32 years you don't have governmental universities to cover the free education? People today are living on a basis of grant because there is no work there. At the end of the day, they hint foreigners out, the country collapsed totally. Wow. Brics a failure. Brics, take my advice, Brics go nowhere. Write my word. One day you will come to me and say, hey, Dr. Azafe, you spoke one of those days. Perhaps it will be 1, 2, 3 years later. You will say, I was really speaking the truth. Brics cannot make it. Brics is a disaster. Okay, India is a huge democracy. They do clear democracy. Yeah, but 1.4 billion people. It's more than a continent of Africa. We are 1.3 billion in Africa with over 3 trillion in terms of GDP. But India is ahead of Africa for one prime minister. It's not possible, sir. India can only develop if you make a federalism where each and every state will develop their own people. One prime minister cannot rule 1.4 billion. It's a joke. That is a joke. I'm telling you that is a joke. Mondi cannot make it alone. Need friends. Make it a federal India. Let states develop themselves. Yeah, wow. God of Israel. No, thank you for joining me. I wanted to tell you, we can't have a bloc that will have a successful government if there is no morality. There is no position, right position spiritually. You are led by leftists. They promote evil instead of promoting justice. Where you can go, for an example, the ladies are crying, want men to have marriage and make families. But the left says, no, let men and men marry, woman and woman marry. They take away the right of woman to have family. These are the people who lead the world. I mean, you have to look to the need of people before you can take decision. And that is the problem of Brics. Support things that is nonsense. It's nonsense, I'm telling you. It's nonsense. Now they gave membership to Iran, for an example. Iran has been admitted there. It's an Islamic radical government. People are executed like goods, meat to be sold in market. How can you have Iran included in a movement who want to serve the global south? Look, what is it? How can you include countries with Hezbollah, for an example? The major terrorists of the world. How can you include country lead like Maduro, narco-traffic government? Now I consecrate my love for the leadership in the White House. I'm telling you, God bless the White House. God bless His Excellency President Donald J. Trump. God bless the Secretary of State Mark Rubio. God bless the Secretary of War Peter Hegedison. All of them, let them be covered by the might move of God. Thank you for protecting Israel. Thank you indeed for tackling Iran, because there was few months for them to have a nuclear bomb. And all those atomic bombs went through against Israel. Thank you, United States of America. God bless the United States of America. God bless Americans. God bless the state of Israel. Thank you, Arab countries like Saudi Arabia. Thank you, Saudi Arabia. Thank you, Qatar. Thank you. You are not friend of Israel, but so far so good. Yeah, so far so good. You cooperate with the United States of America, Kuwait, for example, Iraq, for example, the Arab Emirates, Dubai. Hey, Omar. Thank you, Morocco in Africa. Cooperate with the United States of America. Protect Israel. Israel is very important in West Asia. You need Israel. There's a high technology. Israel can make better the life of Arabs in the whole Arab world. Israel is the better place in terms of development. Thank you, United States of America, for doing so. No, I'm very happy with the manner Donald Trump is doing it. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. God bless the family of this president. I used to say Donald Trump is my president. Donald Trump, my president. Another thing, my recommendation now to South Africa, where I come from. South Africa. President Cyril Ramaphosa. You see, when you fail to do things, you must accept that I failed. Does not make sense to push a car without oil. This car will blow up the engine. That is what happens in South Africa. ANC has gone too much through corruption. Police is the headquarters of corruption and criminality of South Africa. How can you lead the country? The police that must maintain the law and order, they are the makers of crime in South Africa. I would ask you, I beg you, ANC, resign and let other people who are capable to lead this country. Resign, sir. Resign. You can't lead the world. You fail to protect the citizen. South Africa is not go zone with the crime. It's not because of foreigners. Crime is done by South Africans. Go and check our prison, which we call correctional services, are full of South Africans, not foreigners. Wow. I pray that God bless the world. God bless the world. And God preserve the United States of America. God bless the United States of America. I'm just broadcasting here. This is after World Cup, Spain. Congratulations, Spain, for winning the World Cup. Congratulations to Argentina down here. They also made it to the final. Congratulations to all of you to have been in the World Cup. But God bless the United States of America. I know that this election that's coming in Brazil this year, the right Fábio Bolsonaro will win it, and he will fight for public safety. We have got public safety in Brazil. Flávio Bolsonaro will do it. I'm telling you, the left of Lula da Silva will be shifted away. Then we are going to have new things, new realities in Brazil. We are going to have a new reality in Brazil. Wow. I'm telling you. Okay, you may have seen my secretary. My just come here. Just come here, please. So we're preparing the nice food for us here in the team. Just come here and greet. Hello. Greet the people.
Hello.
Speak to the Brazilian. I'm giving news in English, but speak. Fala português para ele.
Olá.
Todo mundo?
Tudo bem?
Thank you. People, I'm telling you, God bless the United States of America. And Brazil is going to have the right party to be led by it. Brazil will be rich twice. And if Brazil win the public safety, control this organized crime, like South Africa, we need a party that can tackle the crime, not to have people who are leading doing crime, the criminality. They even dominate the courts of justice. They overrun the constitutional court in Bloemfontein to do their own will. Go to hell with that. Go to hell with that. The elections are coming. I invite you people, forget about Brics. Brics is a failure. Brics is not taking the world to anywhere. Vote for people who can lead the country. I'm Dr. Azafe, running this program. This news is the best. I'm about to bring another news to you concerning, for example, the development and the fail of developments of the world. I'm telling you. But God is with the word. God will do it. God bless you. Bye-bye then. Bye-bye then.